press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello all, I hope all are doing good. So today I am here with you with the new lesson. The name of the lesson is The Accidental Tourist, written by Bill Bryson. So let's see about the writer's introduction. Bill Bryson was born in the year 1951 on 8th December, and he is an American British writer. And he was one of the author of the books on travel. So whenever he was traveling, he just write all the stories which was based on travel. Okay. Then about his works. His works are The Lost Continent, A Walk in the Woods, Notes from a Big Country, and Down Under. So these are the important works of Bill Bryson. So let's come to this lesson. This lesson is about travel, the accidents which the writer met with. Okay, so that is called accidental tourist. He is a tourist here. Who is a tourist here? That is the writer. That is Bill Bryson. And when he was traveling to the other cities and other countries, so he just had some clumsy incident. Okay, he just met with some of the incident which is very bad, which is very clumsy. Okay, so here in this lesson, writer is used to say about the story. So when he was traveled to the other places, so which are the feeling, which are the accidents which he was met with. Okay, which are the bad incident he was met with. Okay, that is very clumsy. That accident is not for the things which he was broke his leg or hands or something, not like that kind of accident. The accident which he was met with the clumsy things. Okay, so let's see which are the clumsy things he has done here. Here, let's see about the introduction. They say that the world today is a small place because travel has become easy, but not everybody finds it is easy to travel. You know, the world is easy when we are traveling to the one place to another place. So we just think that world is very short, world is very small. But not everybody find it is easy to travel, and it is not easy for all people to travel. Okay, so some people feel difficult to travel. Then the author reflects humorously his experiences as a traveler. So in this story, in this lesson, the writer is expressing his travel, his journey. Okay, so when he was in a travel, as a traveler, when he was visited to the places, he just saying some of the humorously incidents means funny incidents, which is clumsy also. Okay, let's see here. So what it is, I'm going to read this. First I'm reading, then I'm explaining this lesson to you. Of all the things I'm not very good at, living in the real world is perhaps the most outstanding. Okay, so this lesson is in a humorous manner. Humorous means funny manner. Here writer used to say, living in a good manner, that's not easy for him. Okay, and living in the real world, it is perhaps the most important for him. Okay, in the real world, he is not living in a life in a proper planned manner. Okay, so why he says here, he can't manage the things all according to his activity. He can't manage the daily routine, and he can't handle those things. Okay, he's in a confused manner. He always in a confused way. Okay, I am constantly filled with wonder at the number of things that the other people do without any evident difficulty that are pretty much beyond me. You know, he is comparing his daily activity with the other people, where other people are doing the multitasking at a time. You know, some of the people, they are doing so lot of things because they are planned, they are make the schedules, and they are going through that schedules according to their time, and then adjust the time according to the time. They are following everything, they are doing the work, and at the end they complete the day with the satisfied manner. They had finished these works. But in this writer case, he is not like this. Okay, so he is just praising for the people. Here the writer is praising for the people, that how can they are managing, the people who are handling so many of activities in their life. He's just amazed, he just surprised about those people, how they are managing, because writer is not managing all the activities. Okay, so even the daily activities also he can't manage it easily. Okay, so it is very difficult for him to lead a normal life like other people are doing. I cannot tell you the cinema, for instance. I cannot tell you the number of times that I have gone looking for the lavatory in a cinema, for instance, and I ended up standing in an alley on the wrong side of a self-locking door. So he is explaining some of the incident he was met with. So when he was visited to theaters, that is to watch movies, so there he was finding the lavatory, means for washroom. When he was visiting for a washroom, there is the door called exit door, and when he went out from the theater, means when he was watching movie and suddenly he was wanted to go for a washroom, and then he was visited out, the door was self-locked. And then what happened here is a self-locked door, and particularly especially now is returning to hotel desk 2 or 3 times a day and asking what my room number is. I'm not in short easily confused. Okay, so here in this paragraph, writer is telling about the 2 incidents which he was met with. Okay, so when he was visited to the theater, so when he was wanted to go for a lavatory, then he went to the exit door. Okay, so the door was self-locked, and again he can't enter into the theater to watch the movie, so he was locked outside. And lavatory, a room building containing toilet, that is called lavatory. Okay, and alley means a narrow passageway behind the building. Okay, it is a narrow passage, the way between the behind the building. Okay, so he went out completely. Okay, he was not went inside, he just gone to the outside when he was going for a washroom. And another one incident he is sharing to us, that when he was going for a hotels. Okay, if he was visiting to the any other places, then he has to take the rooms. Okay, take the boarding in a hotels. So there he couldn't remember his number, room number. He just forgot it. And again he is going for a receptionist and he is asking again what is his room number is. So for a day he was doing in a thrice. Okay, whenever he was visiting, he was going out from his room. Okay, and then he was forget it, because always he remains in a confused manner. His mind is not constant. Okay, he is in a confused state. So he is easily forgetting the things, and he can't remember the numbers of the rooms whenever was visiting to the hotels. Okay, so this is his strange habit. Then I was thinking about this last time we went an family on a big trip. And family, it means a French word. It is a French word which means one's family. Okay, so so he was thinking about an incident when he was went out with his family. Okay, for a trip. It was a big trip. It was at Easter and we were flying to England for a week. Easter means it's a festival celebrating in a Christian. Okay, it is a festival celebrating Christianity. It is in the month of April they are celebrating it. Okay, so during the time of Easter he was visiting he was arranged for a big trip. Okay, so there he has to take a flight from England for a week. Okay, so we were flying to England, they were going for England for a week. And when we arrived to Logan Airport in Boston and were checking in, I suddenly remembered that I had recently joined the British Airways frequent flyer program. Okay, so they were planned to go for England for a celebration of Easter, that is a Christian's festival. Okay, so then when he was in a airport, that is Boston Airport, which is called, the name of the airport is Logan Airport. So where he was checking in, so passports and the luggage, everything they are checking in. So there he was remembered there. So that he was joined one of the program. So what is the program name is British Airways frequent flyer. Frequent flyer means if you are used to travel travel in that airline, you will get some benefits. Okay, if you are traveling through the airways frequently, so you will get some benefits. Okay, so this is the program he was joined, and there when he was gone to the airport, then he was remembered it. Okay, so that then I also remembered that I had put the card in the carry-on bag that was hanging around my neck, and here's where the trouble started. So he got a card from the British Airways flyer program. So he got a card from that. You know, if he had a card, so he can give it to the checking in officers to add some points in that card. Okay, and where he has kept that card in a bag. Okay, that is called as a carry-on bag, which he was put on his near the neck. That in that bag there is a card. And then, and here was the trouble started. Now the writer's trouble started here. Okay, that to search the card in his bag, and that card, it is very difficult to find it in that present place. Okay, where he was in an airport. He is checking his all the things. Okay, the zip on the bag was jammed. So now the problem, here arises for the writer. The zip of the bag, it was jammed. It is not opened. There is no opening here. So I pulled on it and yacked at it with the grunts and frowns and increasing consternation. Consternation means anxiety or distress. Yacked means pulled. He was just ready to open it. He was pulling it. Okay, and then he was grunts and frowns, and he feels distress. He feels anxiety because that zip was not opened. And kept this up for some minutes, but I wouldn't budge. Okay, budge means move. He is trying hard to open it, but the zip, it can't move it from that place. So I pulled harder and harder with more grunts. Again and again he is repeating his action. Okay, he is trying it very harder and harder to remove the zip. You know, when we are trying it, when our zips are blocked, so we are trying very hard to open it. Okay. Then the side, well, you can guess what happened. Then he is asking to us, to the reader. So what happened to the writer in the next? Abruptly, the zip gave way. Gave way means it opened all of suddenly. Okay, so zip gave way means it has opened suddenly. So when he is trying harder and harder, the side of the bag flew open and everything within. So when the zip was opened in a very forced manner, so bag was flied in the air and everything, it was dispersed on the floor. What is there inside the bag? It was on the floor. Newspaper, what are the things are there in the bag? Newspaper cuttings, other loose papers, A14 ounce tin of pipe tobacco, magazines, passport, English money, film was extravagantly ejected over an air about the size of a tennis court. Okay, you can see the picture of a writer where all the things which was came out from the bag. Is it? So suddenly the things which he was carrying for a trip, everything it is on a floor. That is, what are the things? That is newspaper cuttings and any loose papers and other loose papers. Then 14 ounce tin of pipe tobacco. So some of the tobacco, it is a pipe which he used to he has to smoke. Okay, he used to for a smoke. And then some of the magazines, then passport and English money, then film, some of the film was extravagantly ejected. Okay, so these are the things, and it was spread on a tennis court size. So then I watched dumbstruck as 100 carefully sorting documents came running down in a flattery cascade. Coins bounced to a variety of noisy oblivions, and the now lidless tin of a tobacco rolled crazily across the concourse, disgorging its contents as it went. Okay, so in this paragraph, what is the way he way he felt when he saw that the things are here and there, it was spread on the floor. I watched dumbstruck. Dumbstruck means shocked. He was in a shocked state. Then 100 carefully sorted documents. There are so many important documents. It was on the floor, came running down in a flattery cascade. Flattering means it was flapping like a wings. Okay, how the birds are flapping their wings. So all the papers, it was flying in the air, and like a step by step it was waterfall. Okay, it was like falling like a waterfall. And then flattery cascade, then coins bounced to a variety of noisy oblivions, the coins which he carries. So that one was made a sound. Okay, oblivions means being forgotten. Noisy, that is forgotten. And now lidless tin of tobacco. So the tobacco box, it was opened and it becomes a lidless. Okay, and now rolled crazily across the concourse. Concourse means the open central area in a large public building. It is an open and central part of the building. So it was opened and it was moving, it was rolling, disgorging and condensed as it went out. Disgorging means discharging. So everything it was discharging, even the tobacco tin box, everything it was on the floor. Okay, my tobacco! I cried in horror, thinking what I would have to pay for that much tobacco in England. Now that another budget had come and gone, and then changed the cry to my finger, as I discovered that I had gashed my finger on the zip and was shedding blood in my lavish manner. Okay, so he is worrying about his tobacco. Okay, it is the tobacco box is a very costly one, which is very important one for a writer. It was on the floor, so he was just screaming about his tobacco. So that he is crying here in a horror, in a terror. He was shouting in the airport, thinking what I would have to pay for the much tobacco in England. So how can he manage to get by the another tobacco one, and how can he get it in England? And now that another budget had come and gone, so totally it is a waste thing now. So whatever the things it was on the floor, he can't use it once again. Okay, so he is thinking about another budget. Budget means he could think about his savings to purchase that tobacco box, and then changed the cry to my finger. So then he was thought, and suddenly he was thinking about his finger. It was because when he was opened his opened the bag zip, so it was stuck, that finger was stuck in the zip, and suddenly he hurted. Okay, and now it was bleeding, its finger was bleeding and it is paining. My finger, cried means he was shouting, he was screaming with that words. As I discovered that I had gashed my finger on the zip, it was cut. The finger, it was cut when he was opened the zip, and was shedding blood in the lavish manner in the large quantity. So the blood, it was on the floor in a lavish manner. It is in a large quantity, it was bleeding from his finger. The blood is bleeding from his finger. I am not very good around flowing blood generally, but when it's my own, well, I think hysterics are fully justified. Confused and unable to help, my hair went into panic mode. Okay, so he is not good. I'm not very good around flowing blood. So when there is a blood around him, he is not good to watch it. And if it is his own blood, then it is very panic for him. He gets mad here. It becomes a hysteric, means he gone crazy. He gone mad when he was looked his own blood. And now he was confused and unable to help, and my hair went into panic mode. You know, when we are in a panic, when we are in a fear, so someone's hair just is a kind of a funny thing, is it? The hairs are gone like this, is it? So that in a panic mode. Then confused and unable to help, my hair went into panic mode. So he was very crazy about the things what he had suffered there in the airport. Okay, and he was struggling too. It was at this point that my wife looked at me with an expression of wonder, not anger or exasperation, but just simple wonder, and said, "I can't believe you do this for a living." Okay, so what are the things he just carried in his bag? So that my wife don't know. Okay, the writer's wife doesn't know about that. Okay, so now when he just saw that the things, it was on the floor, and how she was reacted here, and she was not said she was not in a anger mode or not in a exasperation, not in a irritation. And just she said simple words that, I can't believe you are doing this way. Okay, so this is means for a living. So living, so the things and what the things he has done in the airport. So he just given some words, some suggestion. But I am afraid it's so. I always have catastrophe when I travel. So here writer used to say here, always he just met with some of the catastrophe. Catastrophe means tragedy. The incidents which he was met with, the accident which he was met with, that is called tragedy for the writer. When I was travel. Once on an aeroplane, I leaned over to tie a shoelace. Just at the moment, someone in the seat ahead of me threw his seat back into full recline and found myself pinned, helpless in the crash position. It was only by clawing the leg of the man sitting next to me that I managed to get myself freed. Okay, so again he has sharing some of the incident he was met with when he was traveling by aeroplane. So here his shoelace was untied, it was not tied. So then he was bent down when he was sitting on the chair. He just have to bend down to tie the shoelace. Then what happens, someone has who was front of the seat, he just done recline means he just was bent back. That person is bent back with the reclined, recline, and then he just struck in the middle. So the writer was, because he was bent down and suddenly some person was reclined, the front of the seat, it was reclined. So the writer was struck in that place. Okay, in pinned means he was struck in something. Pinned means it was struck in something and he was quite helpless there. And in the crash position, it was only by clawing the leg of man sitting next to me. So he just hold the man's leg which he was sitting next to the writer. He just put that man's leg and he just was forcefully just come up. Okay, and I managed to get myself free. Okay, and leg man sitting next to the man, then I managed to get up myself freed. So when he was holding the leg of a next man who was sitting there, so holding his leg and then he was make free himself. He just get up very forceful manner and he made himself free. So these are the incident he was met with. The writer has met with. On another occasion, I knocked a soft drink onto the lap of a sweet little lady sitting beside me. Okay, so again he is sharing some of the incident which he was met with, and that is one of the awkward thing in his life. So let's see here. On another occasion, means in the next time, so he was knocked soft drink onto the lap of a sweet little lady sitting beside me. So when he was traveling by the aeroplane again, so there was a lady sitting next to him. So he just the soft drink, it was onto the lap of that lady. Lap means, so it was lap called the flat area that is formed by the upper part of your legs. So when we sat on the chair, so there is a flat position. Okay, the legs gives the flat position. You know, the babies where they are sitting on our legs. So that part is called as a lap. Okay, so the soft drinks, when the air hostess, okay, the flight attender, they have come with the soft drinks. Okay, when they were when they are requesting to serve them. So suddenly the writer was, all the drink was fall on that lady's lap, okay. Lady means that lady's lap, who is sitting next to writer. The flight attendant came and cleaned her up and brought me a replacement drink, and instantly I knocked onto the woman again. See what a funny thing here. So he called to the flight attendant and he was cleaned the drink which was fallen on the lady's lap. So once again he was taking his another drink. Suddenly the drink was fall on the lady's lap again, that particular lady lap. Again he was made that. I knocked onto the woman again. To this day I don't know how I did it. So unknowingly he done it twice. The drink has fallen on the lady's lap, so for a twice on the particular moment. Okay, so now till today the writer has never understand that how he had done that same thing for a twice. Okay, then I just remember reaching out for the new drink and watching helplessly as my arm, like some cheap prop in one of my those 1950s horror movies with the name like the undead limp, violently swept the drink from its perch and onto her lap. Okay, so now how he was felt, how the writer he was felt here. It's not only embarrassment, actually he is telling that here he was comparing himself when he was watching the horror movie. So when the limp is going to be stuck, okay, when we are watching some of the horror movies, we are very fear and afraid, and our limbs are going to be struck. It is not moving like a dead, the limbs are like suddenly it was dead, like that I was felt it. Okay, it was like aimlessly I just done that, unknowingly and aimlessly I just done it, but how I felt like I like a dead limp, okay, sitting next to that lady, and violently swept the drink from its perch means place, and onto her lap. Okay, so it was the incident which she was prop means the things which is used for a play or a movie. Okay, so that is called prop. So he thought that he's like a cheap prop, so during the time of 1950s horror movie, and it was like a dead limp. So like that he was thinking in this manner. The lady looked at me with the stupefied expression you would expect to receive from someone who have repeatedly dredged and uttered an oath that started with "oh," finished with "sake," and in between had some words that have never heard uttered in public before, certainly not by a nun. Okay, now stupefied means astonished. The lady was very astonished expression. Twice the drink was fallen on the lap. So who is not behaving like this way? Everyone, is it? So she felt very astonished, shocked, and someone she was said something to the writer, and expect to receive from someone who have repeatedly dredged. Dredged means completely wet. She was twice completely wet because of the drink. Okay, and uttered an oath that started with "oh." So when the drink was fall on the lap of that lady, so she gave the expression like "oh." Then finished with "sake." Again she ends some of the words. She said some in between the two words. She said some words, and that writer couldn't heard it. He couldn't heard it that what she has said. He only listened that "oh" and at the end "sake." Okay, and in between had some words that had never heard uttered in public before. Actually he heard it, but those words are not good for him. Okay, so certainly not by a nun. Even the nun is also not using those words what that lady was used. Okay, so he can't say those words. Like she was cursing. Actually that lady was cursing to the writer. Okay, so this is nun means religious person. It is called to the ladies. So that is called lady, that is called nun. So the words which is in between "oh" and "sake" he used to say here, but he is not used those words what the lady has used for him, and she was cursing in the if you mean it, you just understand that it was a cursing words to the writer. This, however, was not my worst experience on a plane flight. My worst experience was when I was writing important thoughts in a notebook. Buy socks, clutch drinks carefully, etc. Sucking thoughtfully on the end of my pen as you do. Fell into conversation with an attractive young lady in the next seat. Okay, again he used to say some of the worst experience of his flight journey. So what it is? My worst experience when I was writing important thoughts. So worst experiences when he is writing something in his diary, some of the important thing he was write down in his diary. So what it is, that is buying some socks, clutch drinks carefully. Clutch means holding drink carefully, buying socks. Those important points he is writing down in his notebook. Sucking thoughtfully on the end of the pen, end of my pen as you do. So while he was writing down, he was sucking pen in his mouth. Usually all the people are doing. So they are thinking, when we are thinking, we just hold our pen in our mouth, okay. So he was sucking it, and then he fell into conversation with an attractive young lady in the next seat. And again, so this incident is the next incident, okay. So there is a young lady who is sitting next to the writer's seat, and he is having a conversation with that lady. So while he was writing down, and he was holding a pen, and he was sucking pen, and just he was just talking with that beautiful that lady to that some of the conversation they are having. And then what happened again here? I amused her for perhaps 20 minutes with the scattering of urban pawns motes, then retired to the lavatory, where I discovered that the pen had leaked, that my mouth, chin, tongue, teeth and gums were now striking scrub resistant navy blue and would remain so for several days. See what a funny things the writer has said here. Now I am explaining here this. Urban means sophisticated, okay, and mons means it's a witty remarks, okay. So this is, here writer has done more clumsy thing. So when he was putting his pen in his mouth, so whole ink it was spread, and he was entertaining that lady for entertaining means he's just having a conversation with lady for 20 minutes. And he was holding pen in his mouth. The ink it was spread on his mouth, then teeth, and also chin, tongue, everything. The ink was spread. Okay, totally it was spread on there, and even the gums also. The scrub resistant navy blue. Scrub means when he was rubbed it was very resistant. The color was not gone. That blue color, that is navy blue color, the ink color of that pen. So that was not gone. Okay, and would remain so for several days. For several days the remarks had remained. For some of the days it was not gone. So this is one of the important clumsy thing he has done. Okay, that is the writer. Okay, let's see. So you will understand, I trust, when I tell you how much I ache to be a Sauvé. Ache means pain, Sauvé means sophisticated. So he is saying that you will understand that the thing where how he was gone through with that. Is it? The small kids also not doing when they are having a journey or they are going somewhere. So the writer is doing that kind of a clumsy things here. I would love just once in my life to rise from a dinner table without looking as if I was just experiencing an extremely localized seismic event. Get in a car and close the door without leaving 14 inches of coat outside, wear a light colored trousers without discovering at the end of the day that I have at the various times sat on chewing gum, ice cream, cough syrup and motor oil, but it is not to be. So in this paragraph again he is saying, explaining his journey, his accidental things, okay, how he was met with the accidental things here. Like, so he just loved to sit on the table, but actually when he was get up from the dining table, so it was like earthquake was appeared. Seismic means earthquake was appeared. So when the earthquake appeared, like how the things are scattered, okay, the dinner table was much scattered. Okay, then, and the next is when he was get into the car, so his coat was struck in the door, the window doors. Okay, this is the one thing. And when he was wear the light colored trousers, light colored dress, when he was wear it, so when he was sat on the seat, either it may be the pasted of a gum, okay, it may be the stains or paste of the gum, chewing gum or ice cream or a cough syrup or a motor oil. Okay, so it was pasted on the trousers of a writer. Okay, this is the thing. Then, now on planes when our food is delivered, my wife says, take the lids off the food for daddy or put your hoods up. Children, daddy is about to cut his meat. Okay, so your wife is saying in a mock manner, she is mocking at writer. So whenever they were in a flight, so when the flight attendant were now on planes when the food is delivered. So when they were in a flight and the food is delivered for the family, so his wife usually say it. So what she is telling here, take the lids off the food for daddy. So now the daddy is removing the lid from the utensils, that is the food. Okay, he is removing now. Put your hoods up. Hoods means the cap which is attached to the coat or jacket. Okay, the wife of his, she was telling to the children, okay, to cover your head with the hoods, that is the cap. Okay, children, dad is about to cut his meat. So it means that he was spilled his food on you. So he is going to be cut his meat. Okay. Then of course this is only when I am flying with my family. Yes, this has happened when he was flying with his family, when he was having a journey with his family. When I am on my own way, I don't eat and drink or lean over to tie my shoelaces, and never put a pen anywhere near my mouth. Okay, so again after this incident, so whenever he was flying, he was never put the pen in his mouth, and he was never having any drinks or eats. So usually he just have a meal when he was traveling with his family, not alone. Okay, then I just sit very quietly, sometimes on my hands, to keep them from flying out unexpectedly, causing liquid mischiefs. So he just simply sitting very quiet like a small babies. Okay, small babies like a nursery play group babies, how they are sitting when the teachers are ordered, like that he's sitting very quiet. He's not leaving his hands to move here and there, and he's not ready to take any drinks, any eating things, stuff and anything, nothing. He's just not taking anything from the air hostess unexpectedly. And then it's not much fun, but it does at least cut down on the laundry bills. Actually, it is not fun to travel like this way, but actually it reduces my budget. It saves my money, where it has saved my clothes which I used to spend on laundry. Okay, at least he could save some money, because he is not having his meal and he is not drinking anything when he was having a journey by the flight. I never did get my frequent flyer miles, by the way. I never do. So, all the time he was forget the card, and he just never gets the points, that frequent flyover points. He has never getted that points. I couldn't find the card in time. Why? Because he couldn't get the card in time. That's why he was missed his points. This has become a real frustration. So this is make him frustration for the writer. Everyone is forever flying off to the Bali first class with their air miles. The other customers who are having a member of that program, that is frequent flyover programs, so they have moving to the Bali. Bali is a visiting place in Indonesia. Yeah, it is located in an island. Okay, the place which had many islands, and it is one of the tourist destination. With that point, with that scoring point, with the flyover, with the flying frequent flyer miles, so others were visited to the Bali place. Okay, but he can't. I never get to collect anything. I must fly 1 lakh miles a year. Yet I have accumulated only about 212 air miles divided between 23 airlines. Okay, so how many things he has done here, that writer is. He was traveled for 1 lakh miles a year. Actually, he was traveled so many times, several times. Okay, but he was not collected the points. He has collected only 1212 miles points. Okay, that is divided into 23 airlines. So he just used the airlines, which is 23 airlines. He was traveled 1 lakh miles in a year, but in the points it has collected only 212 miles in a year. Why? Because he forget his card. Okay, and another reasons he is giving here, 3 reasons he is giving why he is not collecting his points, although he was traveling a lot. This is because either I forget to ask for the air miles when I checked in. So when he was checking in, he forget to ask to the officers. I remember to ask for them, but the airline then manages not to record them. So whenever he was asked to the officers, then airlines, means who are in charge of that airlines, so they were telling that they are forget to record those air miles. Okay, in January, and check-in clerk informs me that I am not entitled to them. So checking clerk who are checking, who are doing the work of checking. So at that time when he was asked to the points that, so he said, I have not entered your points. Because of 3 reasons he missed his points. In January, on a flight to Australia, flight for which I was going to get about a zillion air miles, the clerk shook her head, and when I presented my card, told me I was not entitled to any. Okay, so in the month of January, he just went for Australia by the flight, and then now it comes to the zillion air miles. Zillion means it's about a zillion after trillion, and he was traveled so many times. Okay, that is called zillion. Then clerk shook the head. So he shook the head and he said that the card has not entered your points. So why? Although he has had the card, the points had not entered in that. Why? In that card. Why? So he asked. The ticket is in the name of B. Bryson and the card is in the name of W. Bryson. So the ticket name and card name is not matched. Because of that reason, points had not entered. Okay. So now in the ticket it was named as a B. Bryson, that is Bill Bryson, but in the card it was mentioned it as a W. Bryson. I explained to her the close and valuable relationship between Bill and William, but she wouldn't have it. So now he is giving a reason. So what is the relationship between Bill and William? He just give the clarification for that, but the clerk she was not accepted whatever the reason he has given. So I didn't get my air miles. I wouldn't be flying to Bali first class just yet, perhaps just as well. Really, I could never go that long without eating. Okay. So here writer says that Bali is a long distance journey. Okay, so he can't go through that miles, and he was not collected his mind because of these reasons. And then he just understanding, we take it as a positive way. Then he thought that I can't go with that kind of a miles. Okay, that is long miles away, that is the Bali. I can't go without having a meal and drink anything. He can't manage to go like this way. Okay, then he thought it like this way, and then he is living his life in a positive way. So with this message, what we are understanding from this story is, if you met with any kind of incident, it may be any bad incident or anything, or any the things whatever the writer has done already, you had seen it, how the things he has done, how the incident he was met, the accident he was met, which are very clumsy and awkward. He feel very embarrassed also, is it? But then also we have to be in a positive way. Okay, so we should have to be positive, and about we feel very disheartened actually, but we couldn't do that. We should have to lead our life in a positive way. And now till the the writer, he is telling his real incidents, and after that also he is leading his normal life. There is no problem in his life. Actually he has done some of the mischievous things, the funny things, the humorous things, but then also all the incident he has take it as a positive way, and he is living a normal life. Okay, so this is the message from this story. I hope that all are understand this lesson, and whenever you are also traveling, and I am also thinking that you are not doing these clumsy things. Okay, so this is about today's class. I hope that all are understood it. Okay, so we will meet you in the next class. Till then, all of you stay at home, keep learning. Thank you.